Hello, and welcome. I am your Game Master, Magnus Spectre, and this is the Achievement Perfectionist. So, last time we were able to go from 0% up to 25%. We're also in episode 2 of a 6-part episode, I believe, for Game of Thrones. I don't quite remember, but it's around there. So, we're going to go ahead and continue to build the achievements. Now, again, since this is a story-based game, only achievements is playing through the game. So instead of having to tell you how I'm working towards the achievement, and you will know when it's unlocked, but instead of working through it, we literally just have to play the game. That's it. There's no grinding or specific task we have to do. We just have to enjoy the game. So that is what we are going to do.
It's entirely
and about
ridiculous.
where we left off.
If it's not the flowers, it's the food or the table settings.
What are we talking about?
Is
Crazy
that
lady.
the letter to the orphanage?
Yes, my lady.
Why not?
It's nearly done.
Make sure to tell them we'll send all the leftovers. And something nice after that.
All right, I got a choice. You are in our thoughts. Because we don't want a large donation.
In our thoughts.
That would just be bad to
A
tell them,
lovely
oh, we're going to
sentiment,
give you
Mira.
thousands of dollars. And the royal seal.
I had to borrow that from Father. Mine was stolen, can you imagine?
Yeah. I didn't steal
I wonder
that.
who it was. Oh, are there any more invitations to send, or are we finally done with the cursed things?
One more.
Wait until she
An
finds out.
invitation to Sir Maynard.
Ah, yes. One of my father's favorite drinking companions.
Wait until she finds out that it was me who took it. Because I'm sure that's going to come. I deserved it.
I have a letter for Lady Mira Forrester.
Thank you.
Thank you.
My pleasure, Lady Mira.
Boy, that
What
kid
is
just
it,
likes
Mira?
me.
It's from my mother. She asked
She
that
says-
I help ensure Roderick's betrothal to Elena Glenmore remain intact.
How can you do that from 1,000 leagues away?
I can't.
Ah. It's my help she's after, isn't it?
I'm not going to ask again.
She's a bold woman. Most would shy away from asking such things.
She asks too
Pay no
much
mind to
after
her.
what happened the last time.
She asks too much.
Marjorie,
She's not
remember that.
entirely wrong. A letter from me could encourage the Glenmores to honor the betrothal.
Yeah, but it's going to hurt
But
you.
it wouldn't be very discreet. You'd be forcing their hand. That isn't the way I do things.
And it's how I won't either. You got
You
hurt.
pushed me before and you saw the results.
I did. I'm not going to do it again.
I'm sure your brother can secure the marriage on his own.
I believe so, too.
I'd better get going. Mira, we'll talk more later.
See, we should have done it for that. Oh my god, I stole the forgery, didn't I? Oh my god, I know what she's going to do.
If Lady Marjorie wrote a letter,
No. I am not
I'm
going
sorry,
to.
Roderick. Sir Maynard,
You chose your duty to
you are
Marjorie.
hereby invited.
I'm
Mira, Lady Marjorie sent me to pick up the letters. Sir Maynard. The man's breath smells like a brew house. I
Oh,
was
she would have
hoping
caught
I'd catch
it.
you at something slightly more exciting.
I could
A
have.
love letter, perhaps? Or
No.
a declaration of war? I know you're
Could've been
very
both.
busy with Lady Marjorie and all that's happening with your family.
I know. I had to choose Marjorie over
But I was
them
hoping we
for
could
this
talk.
because I might because I need to try to use
If
her
you
to
don't
help.
mind. What about?
If I screw her
Well,
trust now, then I might not be able to use it later, and I might need her influence.
We rarely
And we
should
saw
get
what
these
happened
letters
last
sent first. Do you need any help with those?
I've got them.
Yeah, I see what you were trying to do. I don't know what I would have done, but I trust Marjorie will be of better help to us later on.
Seems to keep getting colder.
They say it'll be a short autumn.
Oi, fuckhead.
Hey,
You might be new here, but you're in my spot. So move.
we're just going to ignore him. I found this spot and I like it. He'll remember that.
Most of you will be dead within the year.
Frostfinger and his bloody speeches.
If you want to survive in the Night's Watch, listen close.
You know why I got sent to the wall?
Because you killed somebody
Wall was
trying to scare
erected
me.
Over 8,000 years ago, to defend the realm from wildlings, White
Why?
Walkers, and all the other things.
At this girl I used to fuck now and again.
It's made of
Face
my
like a
God.
queen, tits like a whore.
700 feet tall,
Turned out she was married to
stretches
some
over
lordling.
300 miles,
He tried to stick me with this.
to the Bay of Seals.
Paternity to O. Literally.
Castle Station.
I stuck it in him instead.
Three is still in use.
So next time I say move, you'd best fucking move.
Shut up for once, will you?
What's your problem?
I'm sick of Finn bragging about all the girls he's fucked.
And what dire crime are you here for?
Fucking potatoes.
What?
Potatoes?
Woods watched by the pool. Sable
No, I've got to ask you. Potatoes.
Potatoes? What? No! I stole them. That's what got me sent to the wall.
Nobody cares, thief.
Don't call
I
me
was
that.
worried that he
My name's
actually-
Cotter.
Cotter the
Potatoes.
potato fucker. There's one for the songs.
Oh, God.
Boy, my sister was hungry.
I've got something for your sister.
Fucking talk about my sister, alright?
Well, I got sent here for...
Who in seven hells is talking back there?
All of us.
Tuttle. Who was it?
It was my fault.
Sorry, sir. It were my fault.
They will remember what you said.
Covering for your new brothers already, are you?
No, because I lied to him.
Here
He
wants
thinks-
to be a ranger,
Oh my God.
so we can go north
That's
of the wall
great.
and die on some wildling spear. But what he wants doesn't mean shit. So today you're all gonna show me what you're made of.
Oh, because I lied
Can
to
you
him the
swing a
first time. He
sword?
thinks I am
Shoot a
holding them
bow?
back, and I am the
Are
one
you
who started
strong?
it.
Those who do well might just survive. The rest of you.
Frostfinger,
Oh, Jon Snow.
I need a word.
I think. I hope. Otherwise, I'm crazy.
Go on, get started.
Best
I'm
of
pretty
luck,
sure.
Tuttle.
Tuttle.
Here we go. Again. Balls up.
See those dummies? Those are Thens. Come to eat your brains, but
Do I have a choice?
Mr. Chance there.
Maybe. Demonstrate your combat skills. ... I'm gonna lift.
You there,
Lifting
recruit.
seems right.
Scrawny, aren't you? See if you
Maybe.
can carry one of these barrels over to the winch.
Right. I can do this.
Yeah. I bet you can. I bet I can.
Want some help?
Yeah, I love how you're watching me. Am I gonna drop it on his foot? I was waiting for it.
Gotta be faster.
You? Oh,
Don't hurt yourself, Tuttle.
Not quite.
well, aren't you a dick?
I'm thinking
You completed the
steward
strength
for you.
challenge.
You can help Frostfinger wash his cock. If the thing hasn't frozen off.
Yeah.
I'll be a ranger. Just you watch.
Not holding my breath, brother.
Well, he watched. He watched you push me. But we're all thieves, right?
No.
Wait. Look at the wall again. Why not?
They say it's 700 feet tall and 8,000 years old.
That is a really old, yeah. I mean, I guess. Alright. Yeah, let's look at the logs.
Too hard to burn.
Use the practice dummies.
I said hit the chest.
Sword rack. I can pet a horse? Heck yeah, I want to pet a horse.
Castle Black. So this is home now.
For now.
Are you deaf? Are you hard of hearing?
Yes. I'm a horse petter. I think you like that. Cute. Let's look at Frostfinger so he can look back at me.
Tuttle.
You stop gawking.
Oh, it's bloody cold up here.
Oh yeah, there's a wall of ice. 7,000 years old, remember?
Can't wander off now. Not with Frostfinger watching.
What? Maybe you do. Did you ever think of that? Part of me wants to go up there and talk to him, but I want to do these challenges. Let's do the sword rack.
Take that! Take that! Watch your bloody top! You! Grab a practice sword.
Sure. Do I get a choice?
This
I
one
want to
should
grab
do.
this one.
I'll be sparring with you today. Remember, these blades are dulled, but a sword's still a sword.
Right, if I poke you with
Good
it,
luck.
yeah, it would do stuff.
Come on, keep at it.
Whoa, you're out to murder me, aren't you? Did I
Well
win,
fought.
sir? Thank you.
Get off me, you bloody ox.
You got lucky.
I said hit the chest, not the bloody wall.
I love how nonchalant he is. You completed sword training. Good.
You're doing that all wrong.
Well, we don't have these where I...
Oh.
What?
You're
Man's
really
ready
doing
to
it wrong.
shit himself when he sees you coming.
Let me show you.
All right, let's see if you can aim worth a wildling's arse.
This is where I'll fail, right?
Shoot the targets I tell you to. Let's start easy. Middle dummy, center of the chest. You can follow
bad.
orders at least. Next bolt. Left target, head. Good. Right target, chest. Not bad. Center, between the eyes. One less wildling.
Did I do good,
You hit
sir?
all of them. Nicely
You completed
done.
the crossbow test. Thank you. My friend completed it in his foot. I've got bandage and medical, don't I?
Finn thinks he's so bloody clever. If a real wildling got his hands on him.
He's just a bully.
Aye, he is. That's why I took this. Swiped it right off him.
You are a
tell,
good
all right.
thief.
I don't think he'd take it kindly.
I won't tell.
I won't
I like
tell
you better
anyone.
than him.
I knew I could trust you.
Off on the wrong foot with him, so...
You're pathetic.
Fuck off. You didn't even try.
A crossbow's a coward's weapon. Besides,
Yeah, but it could
I
kill
could
you.
hit that dummy from here with my... Where is it?
Dagger that's lost.
Where the fuck's my knife? If someone has it, I'll cut their fucking balls off.
How the fuck should I know?
You were the last one I showed it to. Well, you and... It was you.
The thief.
What?
You little fucking thief.
It weren't me.
Finn, don't. Give me my knife!
I don't have it, I swear.
Out of my way!
Garrett, do something.
Leave him alone.
Fuck!
Hey, look. Fight! Fight! Yeah, get it!
There they go again.
Oh, this'll be fun. Oh, okay, that sucked.
Get up! What is going on here?
He stole my fucking knife!
No, I didn't.
And Garrett defended him.
The last thief I caught no longer has hands.
I swear I don't have it.
He gave it to me,
He
didn't
must have
he?
hid it.
And you, I expected better, Tuttle. Instead, I find you doing this on your first bloody day of training.
Sir,
Not
Yeah,
another
well.
word. You clearly need a few days scrubbing the latrines.
Frostfinger, I need another man atop the wall.
Fine. Let him freeze his balls off. I'll deal with this one.
get off!
Mind your
Oh.
fucking manners.
You, come with me.
Wow. You're good. But I didn't like Finn anyway. I would defend him, but he was gonna hurt him. Plus, I needed to show dominance. Oh, the last person who tried to attack me.
This way.
Or the last person who did this to me, I stabbed, so you better watch out.
I love King's
So I
Landing
taught
in the
him what it's all
afternoon.
about.
The sun just barely kisses your skin. You used to love this place. Remember,
Now they know
we'd
not
come
to screw
listen
with
to the
me.
musicians in the evening with Lady Marjorie.
What did you want to
What
talk
did you
about?
want to talk about?
Just through here.
What are you doing?
She's gonna kill me.
You'll see.
Magic.
Queen Cersei's finest wine.
Oh, you stole. I'm still not gonna tell her I did it.
Come on, sit down.
Where did you get that?
I know a boy who keeps the Queen's cellar well stocked.
Is it the same
Nobody will
boy?
miss it, I assure you. A little won't hurt. It's just wine. I promise you, we won't get in trouble.
I'm gonna refuse because I don't know what you put in it.
Suit yourself then. So, Well, I just...
Okay.
I'm not
Did you
very
bring me
good
to
at this
drink,
sort of
or
thing.
do you like me?
Listen, if I tell you this, Mira, you must promise to keep it to yourself. You can tell no one. I want to trust you, but I need you to promise.
I swear, I won't tell a soul.
Well, this might make me trust you.
My mother was a handmaiden to Lady Olenna for many years. She became pregnant. It was a disgrace to her family.
Royalty?
My true name is Sarah Flowers.
You're a bastard?
Yes. I'm fortunate to be where I am, I know that. But to always have to hide. I don't want to hide from you as well.
Was your mother from a noble
Oh.
house? She must have been, to serve Lady Olenna.
Yes, though it's not well known. Distant cousins of the Tyrells, I'm told. They wanted
Neat.
nothing to do with me after my mother died.
Who else knows this? Is it just me?
Who else knows about this?
Lady Marjorie, her grandmother, and now you.
Okay, so 3 people. So that's who I know to tell.
I don't want to be Sarah Flowers forever. I need Lady Marjorie to arrange a marriage for me. It's my chance at a life. A family of my own.
Did you have someone in mind? Someone you'd wish to marry?
I'd have to convince Lady Marjorie to make an introduction first. I know she often confides in you, and I was hoping that maybe sometime when she comes to you wanting to talk, you might suggest she talk to me instead. Give me a chance to win her over. Coming from you, it's sure to mean a lot. Please, Mira.
Of course.
Thank you, Mira. Thank you. I'm so sorry. Here I am talking about myself. I know your family's troubles are much greater than mine. With what
Right
happened to
now.
your brother and your father.
Oh, one of my brothers are alive. Technically, brother-ers.
You sure you won't have any? You look like you could use a drink.
A conspiracy of handmaidens.
Lord Tyrion.
I was gonna say
My
yes
lord.
this time.
Ladies, what have we here? If you mean to drink from that flagon, you're going about it the wrong way.
It's not what it looks like. We were
Just airing the wine?
Darn, I meant to answer that too.
Not the finest Arbor Red, but a favorite of my sister's. Quite expensive for a handmaiden. I'd be curious to know how you got hold of it. Since I'm certain my sister didn't give it to you, she won't even share with me. Though that's hardly surprising.
We found it.
Found it? Where?
in that bush. Lord Tyrion.
Strange it should find its way into a bush. If Cersei knew you had this wine, she'd drown you in it. Yet you're worried about an alliance with me? You need to know what risks are worth taking. Things have changed. My father has recently taken an interest in Ironwood.
I know.
Most of the Royal Navy went up in green flames. It must be rebuilt. He insisted I handle things myself. I'm on my way to meet representatives of Lord Whitehill.
Oh, I hate
Lord
Whitehill.
Whitehill?
He's hired a pair of merchant lords to broker for his house. It would seem Lord Whitehill wishes to sell the Ironwood right out from beneath your family. I don't know much about the man, but judging by his up-jumped sellswords, negotiating with him won't be pleasant.
I will speak for House Forrester.
Perhaps you could. Come with me.
I can do that.
These men think I have no choice but to deal with them. Imagine their surprise when I bring a Forrester to the table.
I like the way you
think. It might be the first fun I've had in months.
I can do that.
My lady.
I'm liking him more and more.
We've been waiting here for an hour.
Andros, be courteous.
Courtesy in a merchant. Like finding gold in your chamber pot. Apologies.
Why are you looking at me?
Who is this? Some girl you've brought for entertainment?
She's a lady, Lord Andros. That much is clear.
My name is Mira Forrester.
Oh yeah. Look at the look on his face.
Mira Forrester?
Why are you here?
A fair question.
We were told we would be speaking to Lord Tyrion alone. This is no place for a Forrester.
I'm here to sell our Ironwood, my lord.
Oh, really?
Andros?
Lord Andros,
I'm
will
sorry,
remember that.
Lady Mira, but we've already spoken to Lord
You
Tyrion.
spoke, I listened. Lady Mira has since persuaded me to consider her offer first.
Oh, I do like him.
Now, if you'll excuse us.
You're going to dismiss
You can't do this.
I assure you I can.
This is a
And I
mistake, my lord.
I don't think so.
Lord Whitehill will hear of this.
Oh,
not
he's
the
already
man
killed my
to
son.
Take such matters lightly. Nor am I.
That's enough, Andros.
Stare him down. He disliked your
Lord
silence.
Tyrion.
Lord Tyrion.
Oh,
do let
that
me know
was
when you've come
actually
to a decision.
fun.
I'd like the opportunity to change your mind. Lady Mira.
Good day, gentlemen.
You know, you were nice. I like you.
Ah, well, that was fun. Now, as for your offer, what did you have in mind?
My lord?
I didn't have one.
The Crown's Ironwood. I assume you have a proposition? You had a reason for coming here.
I just wanted to screw with them with you.
I know it wasn't just to entertain me.
Help me stop the Whitehills.
Well, the quickest way to strangle your enemy is with his own purse strings. Say the Crown agrees to buy Ironwood solely from you. Lord Whitehill will be left in the cold. If he wishes to sell to the Crown, he'll have to do so through your family. You'll have him at your mercy. Or you'll bring your houses to open war.
Ugh.
You do know that's a possibility, don't you?
Not with you at our side.
With you as a partner, that won't happen.
As Master of Coin, I can do many things, but sending an army to the north is not one of them. However, I know your house needs this. I'll consider the arrangement.
What do you need in return, though? I'll
Of
give you
course,
something.
you'd have to do something for me in return. Don't worry. The terms will be fair.
I need more than that.
I'll have an answer for you soon enough. We have an understanding then.
We
Thank
do.
you, my lord.
This will either be very good for both of us, or very bad for you.
Well,
for your sake, I hope it's the former.
Me too. But
my lady,
who are you?
Nejat!
Ah, the achievement. I was wondering when that was going to pop up. All right, so what do we have? Let's see, let's go to the profile. All right, let's see what we got. Achievement unlocked. The pressures of family. Which was also 20G in Game of Thrones, bringing the gamer score up to 270. Ooh, wonderful. Let's go ahead and tweet that. Then we also will post it to Facebook. Okay, and screw up apparently at Facebook. Because, you know, we can do that very easily. Okay, can we go back? Oh boy. Alright, the Achievement Perfectionist. Let me make sure that it posted, which it did. All right, and we are good to go. Well, guess I don't have any choice but to walk down those steps, do I? What were you staring at?
They were headed for the main gate.
I know another way.
You coming with us then?
They took my money.
If you're to save your house, you'll need more than the two of us at your side. You'll need an army.
That's
we'll work
why
on
you're
it.
here, isn't it? To hire one.
An army of sellswords.
And a man to lead them. Do you hear what I'm saying, boy?
Beskha can lead them.
What?
She's stronger than most knights in Westeros.
This is your fight, Asher. Your family.
Yeah, and as we've
None of that
learned, I'm
matters
not
without
good
sellswords to hire. And all the companies
with,
around here
ruling.
are engaged.
What about Croft?
One-eyed Croft, with the second sons. They're all with the Targaryen girl now.
But Croft
Go
owes
get the
me
guy
a
who I
favour.
broke his
I'm
leg.
pretty sure he hates you, actually.
No. He'll help us. I'll make sure of it.
And how are you going to do that? We didn't part on the best of terms.
I'll be charming.
Right.
Well, we're screwed.
Well, This mother of dragons and her sellswords are headed north, so we make for Marine.
Wait, Marine? Shit.
Is that where you're from?
Unfinished business there. I don't want to talk about it.
We can't afford any distractions.
It's not your problem. It'll be fine. I promise.
I trust you.
It's fine. I trust you, Beskha.
I shouldn't have said anything. I said I was with you, little brother. And I meant it.
Aww. Oh, God.
Ponte Renas! Yung kay Josi Botagon Kostoti Taor.
You're lucky I didn't kill you. They're not going to do anything.
Just one more we'll have to kill later.
Let's go.
True. You did well back there, Asher.
But
you acted like a true leader.
You two can talk about it later. We need to get out of here. They won't stop looking for us.
It's a long journey to Marine on foot. I
Thankfully,
hope
we're
you're
not on
ready,
foot.
Asher. It won't be easy.
Let's just get that army. I'm ready.
Good lad. Either we cross the narrow sea with an army at our backs, or House Forrester will not survive to see winter.
Well, remember, winter is coming. Mira Forrester, Mira's Chambers, King's Landing. I know you're there, boy. Uh-oh. This can't be good. Let's peek.
Hello?
Well, let's bust in. Mira. This can't be good. What are they after? Scuff marks. Now, why is there scuff marks? It's the boy, isn't it? I don't know.
Why would someone do this?
Oh, you know why. Because I went with Tyrael and he's out to murder me.
Everything's still here.
So he didn't steal anything. I mean,
The
there,
letters
at
from my
least.
family. What would someone want with them?
Blackmail. Would be my assumption.
Was someone going through my books?
Maybe. Well, time to find out what's going on.
I have information that will aid you with the imp. Meet me in the gardens at midnight.
Oh, he's being called an imp. Sad fish. I don't think he deserves to be called an imp. Sheesh.
There. That should last through Lady Elena's visit, at least.
There's been no news from Mira. She may not have found a way to help with Elena.
We'll be fine, Mother.
I pray you're right. Lord Glenmore's army could keep us from ruin. But Elena must still agree to the marriage.
My lord.
Indeed.
You might remind Lady Elena that in terms of lineage, you are still very much a man.
Maester.
Thanks for
What I mean
telling me that.
If the two of you wanted to produce an heir, it should not be a concern.
How would you know that?
I just meant that since there's no obvious damage, that...
Enough, Maester. When last we spoke of Elena, you seemed unsure how she might feel about you. You just have to show her that you're still the man she knew.
A little harder with
I
what I've
don't
been
mean to
through.
burden you with unwanted advice. But this is an important day for all of us.
Thank you, Mother. This advice well taken.
I'm just so glad to see you home.
Me too.
My lord.
Alive.
She's here.
Oh boy.
Roderick?
Hello, Elena.
You look... You're really...
Welcome to Ironrath, Elena. It's good to see you.
Where are my courtesies?
Elena appreciated that.
It's good to see you too.
Please.
Good, because I gotta be careful on this, otherwise, I might suck with women.
So, here we are. I'm glad to see you up and about.
You look as beautiful as ever, Elena.
Oh, thank you. I set out for Ironrath as soon as I heard you were alive. My father suggested I wait, but I can't believe it's been 2 years.
Your brother's name day feast. We danced until the sun came out.
But now your house prepares for a funeral. And you... Tell me the
I
truth,
know.
Roderick. How are you, really? And please, be honest with me. I don't mean to pry, but
I'm
I
rapidly
want to know what you're going through.
I'm getting better every day. Might be a while before we dance again, though.
I'm glad to hear you're recovering. So much has changed since we were children. Playing hide and seek in the grove and...
You're so easy to find. You always hid behind the same tree.
Maybe I wanted you to find me.
Maybe I wanted to find you first.
But Roderick... I need to ask you something. When I arrived at Ironrath today, your courtyard was filled with drunken soldiers. White Hill soldiers. They said some terrible things. The White Hills are your oldest enemies, Roderick. Why are they here?
They came here after.
Has something happened?
We weren't given a choice. Those soldiers are here at the orders of the Boltons.
That's horrible. Roose Bolton
Elena,
must
appreciate
mean to
your
occupy
honesty.
Ironrath.
No, he just wants to show our loyalty.
I'm going to be
trying,
honest with you,
Elena.
Roderick. I have always looked forward to our marriage. But in light of all that's happened to your family,
I know.
my father is questioning the wisdom of our betrothal. He wants me to call it off.
Do you? What do you want?
And what do you want?
I've been asking myself the same question. And frankly, I'm torn. I don't care about your scars, Roderick. I love
Thank
the boy
goodness.
you were, and I can love the man you are. But my family can't get drawn into a war with the Boltons. They're the Wardens of the North. And they flay their enemies.
You and I can overcome anything.
I once thought so too. But I have to be practical.
Oh
Lena.
boy. This is not gonna go
It doesn't
well.
matter how we feel. How can I ask my father to risk everything? Even for you.
Because I love you, Elena.
Roderick,
I do.
I
mean,
wish
it's
that was
Roderick.
enough. I'm sorry. But I have to think of my family.
Elena remains unconvinced.
I'm going to tell father the betrothal is off. If
Oh,
it helps, we can delay the announcement. It'll give you time to get your affairs in order.
Deepest apologies, my lord. I tried to stop him, but
So, the rumors are true.
God!
You have no right to just...
And if it isn't Elena Glenmore? You're not still marrying into this wretched family?
My father has not yet made a decision.
Well, for what it's worth, you can do much better than this cripple. And my son Griff needs a bride.
What do you want, Whitehill?
What do I want? Ask your mother. She invited me here.
That's not true. I sent a raven to Lord Whitehill about letting Ryan attend the funeral. But I never expected him to barge in like this.
Oh, she practically begged me to come. Of course, I'd want the same in her position. The youngest son home to mourn his dead father and brother.
if you've hurt Ryan in any way...
Spare me the threats, Roderick. He's fine. I just want to be certain that you know your place. Lord Ramsay ordered your family to obey my soldiers until my son Griff arrives from Harrenhal. But now, I hear you're ordering them around and keeping them dull on wine. It makes me start to question your obedience.
I never told you I
Love,
had obedience.
enough of this.
I do not have to obey you.
See? That's
Whitehill
just the
remember
kind of arrogance I'm talking about. So, here's the idea. We're going to make a fresh start, you and I. Your brother Ethan called me Craven, but you're a different man entirely, aren't you? So, if you want Ryan at that funeral, show Lady Elena you respect your betters. Kneel and kiss my shiny ring.
Just do it, Roderick.
You don't want to end up like your brother, do you?
Please. It means nothing, and we'll get to see Ryan again.
Go on. Get on your knees. Kiss it.
Roderick, please.
I'm not kissing your ring. Do what you must.
Fine.
Whitehill
I'll
noticed you're
just tell
defiant.
Ryan you didn't want to see him.
No, please.
And because of your defiance, I'm taking what should have been mine in the first place. The other half of the Ironwood Forest.
You can't do
Ramsay
that.
Snow
I
said...
know what Ramsay said. I'm saying something else. As of today, I harvest ironwood from wherever the fuck I please. And
Yeah,
you
this is
can't
great.
do a bloody thing to stop me.
Would you defy an express order from House Bolton?
I've known Roose Bolton my whole life. As long as he gets his ironwood, he won't care. Well, I have what I came for. I'll leave you to your business. Oh, by the way, my men have a name for you. Roderick the Ruined. Isn't that clever?
I really want him dead.
He's always been a brute. I'm just glad you didn't submit to him.
Thank you.
You'd put your pride ahead of your family. What's poor Ryan going to think? That we've abandoned him?
I couldn't kiss his ring in front of Elena.
She would have understood.
Really? She's backing out of the wedding.
My lord, are you well?
I'm ruining stuff.
I'm going to kill that man.
Yeah, I'm going to actually kill him. Alright, the next achievement. Love and hostility. Ooh. Alright. Which is just complete chapter 6. Like I said, for the most part, these are just all completing the game. STILITY 20G, which brings us up to 290. Yes. Yes. Go ahead and copy. We'll tweet. We'll go over to Face of the Book. Try to figure out where a post is. There we go. And we continue.
You can't be fighting with the other recruits. You need those men to have your back. There's
I have
enough
one
out
of them.
here trying to kill us without trouble amongst our own.
Finn's a bully. Couldn't just let him push me around.
Fight every bully at Castle Black, and that's all you'll ever do.
Unless
I'm
you show
Garrett.
dominance.
Frostfinger told me about you. Seems to think you might be trouble.
You might be right.
He said worse about me.
Well, that's good at least.
Said you fought for the North with the Foresters. You were there. At the Twins.
Yes.
I still don't understand. 3,000 men, and not one could save my brother.
Oh.
Why didn't anyone fight back? Why didn't they rally to their king?
Nobody was expecting it. 1 minute we were drinking and telling jokes, and the next...
We were
Freys
slaughtered.
cut us open.
John noted your
Those
honesty.
cowards. Couldn't face Rob like men, so they stabbed him in the back.
Pretty much.
They couldn't even give him an honourable death. Let him die fighting.
Your brother would have won the North's freedom. He deserved to be king. He was good at it.
He was good at everything. Now the Freys command Riverrun, and the Boltons are Wardens of the North.
Yeah,
After what they
we're
did.
doing great.
It's not right.
They murdered my family. I should have been there.
I keep thinking if I'd been there, I could have done something.
But it would have
Chances
got me
are,
killed too.
I'd be dead too.
Yep.
Whatever I once thought, my place is here. With the Night's Watch. There are those here who will hate you for who you are. Southerners who will call you traitor. Northerners who will call you craven. Some won't even have a reason.
Yeah, that gets thrown around a lot.
They'll hate you anyway. You can't do anything about it. Trust me, I know.
Why would they hate me?
You're different than them. Most of the men are criminals, forced to take the black. You were a squire for a noble house. What happened to you today happened to me more times than I can count. I learned there's nothing more important than having brothers you trust.
Whoa, mama. I don't know. And then he pushes me off.
I felt the same first time I saw it. I heard you want to be a ranger. Why?
I do.
Why risk your life out there?
I want to protect House Forrester.
You'll protect them by doing your duty here.
John will remember your answer.
Not many recruits want to be rangers. They'd rather stay here where they think they'll be warm and safe. But Mance Rayder marches on the wall with 100,000 wildlings. I've seen them for myself. The men here are murderers. Thieves, rapers. You won't like most of them, and they won't like you. But
no, but I at least made one friend.
Can you stand with them? Can you see past your differences?
If you ask me to, I will.
Glad to hear it.
Jon Snow will remember that. Now push me off.
I'd say you'll get used to the cold.
I want to go wee.
Come on. Better get by a fire, or you'll end up like Frostfinger.
I'll end up worse than Frostfinger.
I'm here, but where are you?
The real question is, who or where you? Look at me sneak. Well, away I continue to go. Yep. Is it that knight? What does he want from me? If it is...
Where do you think you're going? At this time of night?
On my way home.
I was just headed back to my room.
It's a little late to be out, isn't it?
I wanted some fresh air.
You know what this uniform means.
Absolutely nothing.
It means you serve the Lannisters.
So, you best get yourself back to your chambers. And I mean, now. If you don't like it, you can take it up with the commander.
Can't I just stay a while longer? Please?
Did you not hear me?
At ease, Lucan. The lady is with me.
Yes. You are the one. So,
enjoy your night.
What do you want?
I hope it wasn't bothering you, my lady. I'm Damien.
I'm not going to ask that.
Thank you, Damien.
It was my pleasure. You got my note.
That was you.
So he did.
I'm very glad you could make it. I've been wanting to talk to you for quite some time.
Did you search my room? What were you looking for?
Nothing, Lady Mira. I only wish to leave you a note.
Okay. Then why ransack my room? That seems counterproductive.
I am sorry about this, Mira. But you've made enemies of the wrong people. A handmaiden should know her place.
What people?
I'll make this quick if that helps. I'd hate to see you suffer.
Wonderful. You're out to murder me.
Let her go!
Oh, nice, boy. Oh, no. No! I won't let you drown him. Attack Damien, run for your life. Sorry, I'm saving the boy. He just saved my life. He deserves it. You first.
You?
Saved my life.
What happened?
Well, I had a choice of running away.
What does it look like? He tried to kill me.
Why would he do that?
I made enemies, apparently.
What are
I'm
you
good
doing
at that.
here?
I heard yelling. You did what you had to do, Lady Mira. You had no
I could have
choice.
ran away, actually.
Someone might see me.
I did have a choice.
I know a few places in Fleabottom. No one will ever find him.
Good luck, and be careful.
Thanks.
Everything all right, sir? Damien, where are you?
Pretty dead. I better keep the knife. Tossing it, I feel like it's gonna get found. I mean, again, he's like, oh, there's nothing you could have done. I could have ran away. I should have ran away. Alright. But I wasn't going to let the boy drown. He saved my life. And it deserved kindness. I mean, if you try to save my life, I'm going to try to save you. Like, come on. Of course, that's going to come back to bite me in the behind, because he would have drowned the poor boy. And then I wouldn't have the boy for later. Alright. Anyway, we unlocked the achievement for completing Chapter 7. Which is Initiation Complete. I stand by my choice. Which is now 30G. In Game of Thrones for a total of 320, I believe. Well, that's going to come back to probably bite me in the butt later. To be fair, if it would have just been a random person, I honestly still probably would have saved them. What am I talking about? Yeah. Probably was going to go the same way regardless every time. All right. Oh, the neck.
What's Gwyn Whitehill doing here?
No idea.
Hello, Roderick. Sir Royland. It's been a while since we've met.
Yes. Last time I saw you and my brother had almost started a war. Your father wanted to murder Asher for your little love affair, remember?
Oh, this is who
It was a
Asher
long
fell in
time
love
ago.
with.
May we speak privately?
My lady?
Roderick, I came here because I know how hard these past few days must have been for you and your family.
I'll be nice because of Asher.
I know my words probably mean nothing to you, but they're all I have.
Thank you, Gwyn.
I'm so sorry, Roderick. Your brother didn't deserve this.
No, he did not. But
Listen.
definitely my brother.
I know my father is intent on using Ryan as a hostage, but I think you deserve some news of him. I know it's little consolation, but if I can offer you this, it's something at least.
So you have news of Ryan?
Yes, he's well. Not happy, but
Well, I wouldn't
just
be
know
either.
your brother is safe at High Point. I'm looking after him, but
what?
Thank you.
the other day he said something that made me worry. He asked
I'm gonna
me if
murder
his
them all.
father died because he was a coward.
Oh.
He asked if he was really a thief and a traitor like my father says. I don't wish to upset you, but I thought you should know.
Please help him, Gwyn. Don't let him believe what your father tells him.
I've been doing my best to set him right, but he is only a child. He feels
This is true.
forgotten, alone. He's waiting for his family, but every day my father tells him they will never come. That they've chosen their pride over him. And with each passing day, those words start to sound like truth.
I will get him back. He'll be with his family again. You tell him that.
Of course. But if you truly want to bring Ryan home, this war has to end. You know that.
Yeah, well,
we don't have to be
unless I kill
enemies,
him.
Roderick.
Hello, Gwyn.
It's good to see you, Talia. I hope I can count on your discretion.
Roderick, you should speak to Mother.
She's not happy with me. Don't think I should. Oh god, I'm gonna screw this up even worse.
Come join the others.
He should be here. He should be with his family. But instead they send her.
Technically, she sent herself.
Don't worry. She's on her way out.
It's happening all over again. I can see it. My father's house was once mighty like this one, but his loyalty to the Targaryens cost us dearly. I watched as countless of our kin fell, saw our lands destroyed, everything we clung to was ripped from our hands. I can't watch that same fate before this family. Our house. My children. They will take everything from us.
I won't let that happen to us.
I'll do my best.
You must be ready to defend us, Roderick. Your
I
body
was planning
may
on
be
it.
damaged, but your spirit must be like iron. You let nothing stand in your way, do you understand? If you have to murder every last Whitehill down to the babes in their beds, no matter what, you must do it. Promise me. You must protect them.
It won't come to that. We will defeat them.
War asks much of a man that he is not prepared to give. You must be ready. Promise me.
We will be ready, Mother. Mira, Asher, even Garrett. They all stand with us.
We have people.
We are strong.
Yes. I suppose we have to be.
Would you say a few words, my lord?
What am I going to say?
He was everything. Everything I ever wanted to be.
He showed me what it is to be a lord.
He was always kind. I never knew a better man. And I am sorry. I love you, Father.
Ethan.
And Ethan,
My
you
little
didn't deserve
brother.
this.
When I left, he was just a boy. But when his house needed him, he rose to the task, like a lord.
You would have been proud.
I would have. I'm just gonna kill that man.
We honor Lord Gregor Forrester, my husband, my love, and our Lord Ethan, my sweet little boy. But now is time to say goodbye. Father and son are returned to the earth, to the ice. And from their sacrifice, new life begins.
Iron from ice.
Iron from ice.
Ethan should go first. Ah, yes. Talia's song.
From ice we Foresters born, to ice we all return. Father, brother, I've sworn to guard this rest you've earned. I'd bare my neck to wail in pain and swim the shivering.
I got the dagger for defense too. Thought it'd be a good idea.
To bring Ethan back to me. Snow grabbed me from my mother's grasp to claim me as his prize. Ethan freed me from Ramsay's clasp. The rivals locked eyes. Fight on, Ethan the brave. Old gods bear steel with you. Our Lord might win a hero's grave.
Sadness.
So iron grows anew. Still iron grows anew.
Yeah, our journey still can't be just starting, right? Next time on Game of Thrones. Oh boy. How badly did I screw up everything?
What is going on?
Roderick, you have to do something. Lord Whitehill's son has arrived.
Griff Whitehill means to torment us. Nothing worse than a fourthborn with something to prove.
It was bad enough when it was just the soldiers.
We can't live with them under our roof.
Form up! And follow my lead. You'll be taking your vows. You too, Tuttle. Time to start proving you're a brother.
Oh, the things we do for family. I wonder sometimes if it's worth it. All the sacrifices.
Maybe.
Enjoy the wedding.
How much further to Marine?
A few days.
If the Lost Legion doesn't catch up to us first.
No. I overheard a couple of men whispering about the Lannister Guard. They're questioning people. Is there anything else we need to be worried about?
The dagger.
What was that?
A dragon, maybe. Ooh, I want to see a dragon. Oh, look, there's a song this time. But first we have that. Which, ironically, that kind of came off the wrong way, but we'll let it go. All right. All right. So we went from a squire to now a knight. Neat. Which is the name of the chapter, or the achievement for completing episode 2, Knight. For 40G in Game of Thrones, gamer score being 460 now. Ha, the gamer score is now 360. I see what you did. I saw what you did there, mister. Alrighty. Well, I feel like we're missing something, but maybe the other achievement will pop up in a second.
Father, brother.
Actually, you know what? Let's check this out quickly. Nope. All right. Whatever it is, I guess.
Sworn to guard this rest you've earned. May kings and queens melt down their crowns up high on Aegon's hill.
Good song. It'll probably be copyrighted though.
Of gold, I pray they drown for all the blood they spill. Man, sound the horn of winter's past, call starving giants forth, urge cannibals to break their fast on wood.
I see.
Eastern mages empty the veins of beasts across the sea.
Well, this went interesting. Ballad of the Foresters, recorded by Bear Songs. Oh, okay. Not quite what I was thinking, but it is what it is.
Snow grabbed me from my mother's grasp to claim me as his pride.
I don't think that's what he was doing, but, you know, he could have been.
Fight on, Ethan the brave. Old gods bear steel with you. Our Lord might win a hero's grave. So
I don't know what happened if I would have been a complete coward. Could I have saved Ethan? Probably led to his death, huh? Alright, the maximize, blah blah, no thank you. Alright, we start episode 3. Ooh, Drakrice. Denarius Tension. I hope we get to see a dragon. That means we're halfway through this, too. Nice. Yep, now previously on...
Previously on Game of Thrones.
You gonna tell me what I already know?
Trouble. Lord Whitehill will install a garrison of 20 men within your walls. You have a man you trust?
Like that.
My son, Griff.
I suppose the Crown could be persuaded to secure Ironwood from House Forrester. Lady Marjorie might not look favorably on such an alliance, and it would infuriate Cersei. Although what would be amusing for me might prove rather dangerous for you. And your
Yeah, I'm starting to notice that.
Father, I'm going to kill you. Is that so?
I'm gonna try.
I'm glad I found you, my boy. It's been far too long.
Who the fuck is he?
My uncle.
Roderick? Roderick, by the gods, it is you!
Sir?
Fetch the Maester, hurry!
Fetch the Maester!
Yeah, we got that.
Let her go!
See, he would have been drowned. I had to save him.
Fuck you! You kill me, and the Lost Legion won't stop until you and your friend are dead.
And that's why I didn't kill you.
She's been gone a while.
She'll come back.
I'm guessing we're,
They'll kill her.
Yep.
They won't catch her.
We're back with
She's
Thor.
costing us time. It's just that we need to get to Marine. Every day we lose here is a day that Talia or Ryan could be hurt, or worse. You must return home safely, Asher, and, well, you have a history of putting your faith in women who may not deserve it.
Ooh, do never question my faith with women.
She's my friend, Uncle. She's been at my side for a long time. Was it them? The Lost Legion?
Aye. Too many for us to take. I counted about 24, maybe more, as well as horses. About half a mile down the canyon, and coming fast. Had to run my arse off to avoid getting caught. It's nearly empty. You two care if I finish it off?
It might be a while before we find more water.
I'm dying, though.
Nah. Drink up.
Thanks.
You deserve it. Dusk will remember that.
Right. We need to get moving.
The Lost Legion. We're 100 miles from Yunkai. When are they going to give up?
Well, they weren't going to give up because we
You
killed
should
them.
have killed Tazal when you had the chance. Men like that don't forgive.
If I give another chance
Cut
and he
off his
tries it
hand.
again.
Not the kind of thing a person forgets about another person.
He was defenseless. I didn't see a need to shed more blood.
And how's that working out for you at the moment? It's
Well,
only a
either
matter
way,
of
he
time
was
before they
going
overtake us. Ah, bugger a harpy.
I mean, I will kill him, possibly,
double
if he
back?
tries it again,
Not
because I
without
tried
meeting
saving
dear
his
old
life.
Tazal. We're well and truly fucked this time, Asher.
During severe winters, when the Skahazadan floods, it carves out great underground rivers in the sandstone.
And
That leads to dragons.
Those waters recede, those rivers become caves. And those caves might hide us, if we can find them. I mean, we're trapped for the moment, but all I'm saying is we needn't die here. Just standing our ground.
Beskha, what do you think?
by all means, listen to your uncle. If he's right about this, I may actually stab him.
No. I love that. If he's right, I
Beskha.
may actually stab him.
I meant to say, thank you. I realise this isn't your fight. And Marine is the last place you'd want to go.
God, Sasha. Don't go soft on me. Together till we're dead.
Together till we're dead.
You know anything else about these bastards hunting us?
Well, obviously they hate you.
Thanks. I figured that out on my own.
You've heard the rumor, right? They carve their faces up as an initiation. Flay the skin right off. Looks
That
like they're
sounds
inside
fun.
out. That's why they wear those helmets.
No. That's a load of horse shit.
Let's hope it is. Because if it's not, they're gonna be ugly.
Look, Malcolm's all right. I promise.
You
He
defend
practically
Malcolm.
raised me. You know my father and I didn't get along.
Well, he's an odd one. And he doesn't appear to like me much.
He has a lot of things on his mind.
The right things, I hope.
Beskha, if you see anything...
Let's talk to Malcolm while we're at it.
You found anything?
Not yet. What's on your mind?
You see? Beskha came back. She risked her life
defended
out there
Beskha.
for us. You trust her now?
This may sound harsh, but Beskha's immaterial. I have to put you first. You are all that matters to me, Asher.
Yeah, and
Beskha
maybe she's
matters
all
to
that
me.
matters to me.
How do you know all that? About the floods and the caves?
I read all about Essos on the voyage over. Histories of Marine, histories of Slaver's Bay. I just hope it pays off.
We all need to pull together if we're going to get out of this and onto Marine. I can't have you and Beskha scrapping.
So much riding on this. Talia, Ryan, your mother. You and I are supposed to return to Westeros with a sellsword army, and I haven't the faintest idea how we're going to pull it off. So, if I seem a bit moody, that's why.
Gotcha.
Let me know if you find anything.
Alright. Oh, look. There's a corpse.
Well, we can't stay here, waiting for your butchered friends to corner us.
Agreed. The faster we...
Looks like we're not alone.
Looks like somebody ate his stomach. Did he eat his
No
own
obvious
stomach?
wounds. Maybe he died of thirst.
Maybe he's still alive. Maybe we got the zombie apocalypse.
Listen. That's water. I hear water.
From underground. There might be a cave nearby.
Look at this. gold.
Fat lot of good it did him.
That's a nice purse of gold. Wonder who he was, carrying that kind of money out here.
Let's not worry about that now. We need to find cover.
Yeah, but you realize that gold could come in handy.
Not going to need that.
Asher, the Lost Legion will be here at any moment.
This is
And this
Essos.
could help us.
There's always time for gold. Oh, shit. It's them.
Conte Freydon! Che si rizzi!
Shit! Come on! Go, go! They're behind us.
Yeah, I got that. Good job.
Asher! Find us another way out of here.
Got it!
What in seven hells is that smell? I can't even guess what this used to be.
Dog. Oh. I think we found a dragon, huh? Oh, we found a dragon.
Esker! Malcolm!
Can I tame a dragon? I don't want to. Uh-oh.
Easy now.
Get back! Back!
Ah, that worked.
Behind you! Get the fucking Lost Legion! We've got a bigger problem!
Yeah. You got a
Ponte
dragon.
Osenas! Ponte Sir Osenas! Sicurino! Passa al Trises! Siti Vili Vilati Tissis! Pakotoska Robotas!
Well, at least I'm helping. Not because, the enemy lion is my friend. Really? Forgot we take that. Oh no, I gotta get twice again, don't I? You chose to help our guy.
Hey! Over here! Get away from her! Hey!
Well, Malcolm's gonna get himself killed probably. Well, you just made that dragon angry.
Malcolm!
Asher, we have to move. Now!
Malcolm! Can you walk?
I'm fine. I've fought wars with worse than this.
Hurry! The beast
Really?
is coming around.
And Malcolm gets taken.
Grab my hand!
Hurry, Asher! It's nearly on you!
Well, I don't think it cares about us anymore. I'm gonna dive bomb. In case we're in trouble. Well, I made my choice. All right. So, there's the achievement for episode 3, chapter 1. Alright, so. Storied sites. Which is 10G. Which again is just for completing the story, so we're not really losing much here. All right, and yeah, that is probably going to come back to bite me in the butt. Knowing my luck. But you know, it does happen. Yes, Malcolm raised me, but I've been with her for who knows how long. It just had to be the way it had to be. Game of Thrones. Episode 3, The Sword in the Darkness. I do wonder what that's supposed to entail. Unless there's only one way to find out.
Listen up, you
Garrett
sorry
Tuttle,
lot.
Castle Black.
Gather round. We're handing out assignments today.
Oh, goody. I suppose.
Garrett. We'll be men of the watch before nightfall.
You'd think.
Right. Sorry. No hard feelings over that business with Finn, yeah? I appreciate you not ratting me out over the knife.
You are most
it's nice
welcome.
to know there's at least one brother I can trust.
That's
Finn
what friends
killed
are
me
for.
otherwise.
I wouldn't be much of a friend if I did.
I wasn't much of a friend for dropping you into
Connor
the mess
will
in the
remember
first
that.
place. Sorry about that. It won't happen again.
Well, aren't
I
you two
appreciate
sons
that.
of whores looking thick as thieves? Having a good laugh over nicking my knife, eh, Garrett?
I didn't
Men like
take
you
it.
turn traitor for nothing. It's in your blood. Next, you'll be killing men of the watch for a loaf of bread.
I didn't take anything from you.
No, but you protected the bastard who did. You'll always be an asshole, Garrett.
Ouch.
You're just a fucking craven.
Look, it's over, all right? Just drop it.
You can bugger off if you like.
Finn will remember that.
Finn, leave him alone. It wasn't Garrett's fault. If you're gonna hate someone, hate me.
With pleasure.
Yeah, but if you kill
Now,
him,
it
I will
doesn't
kill
matter
you
what the
first.
world once called you. After today, you're all brothers. Could even be
people
that
didn't
the
call me
man
anything.
standing next to you saves your life one day. Or maybe you'll save his. Let's find out then, shall we?
I want you to kill the man
Casper
to your left.
to the builders.
Oh.
Finn to the rangers. Lobor to the stewards. Hugh to the rangers.
Are we going to
Cotter
make a ranger?
to the builders.
The builders, okay. That is all.
And finally,
myself
Garrett
out
to
of
the
here.
Rangers. That's it. May all the gods preserve you.
Well,
nice.
There we are. I'll be patching up the wall, and you'll be defending it.
It's 700
Should you
feet,
northern
or
boys
700 years
want
old,
your
and who knows how
gods
many
to give a
feet.
blessing to this
I don't
union,
think it needs
there's
much
a
patching
weirwood
up unless I'm
tree
missing
beyond
something.
the wall. Now form up and follow my lead.
And knowing me, I'm probably missing something. I don't know, but I've been told. Chatter, 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 chatter. Why? Oh, I'm just freezing. You get used to it.
Garrett, it's good to hear you'll be a ranger.
Thank you.
I mean,
I know
did
you
I have a
wanted
choice?
this.
I'm ready to
I
say
did.
my vows.
Oh boy.
I didn't have many friends when I first arrived at Castle Black. Grin and Pip, they'd as soon
And I've
as see
got
me
even less
bloodied in the
now.
yard than offer a hand. Now, I'd die for either of them. Our brothers are all we have.
Well, my family's dead other than my uncle, so, hello,
Finn.
new family.
Shows you what kind of ripe fools are running this place. I can't believe they made you a ranger.
Just let it
You're not
go.
fit
I
for the
told you this
job.
once.
You don't have any balls between your legs.
Like it or not, we're brothers now. Means we're gonna have to get along.
Don't count on it. You wouldn't even be here if you didn't have Snow leading you by the hand the whole way.
I can put my hand. I could try putting my
I'd
hand
keep an
up
eye out for you
yours.
if you weren't such an arse about everything.
You don't give a shit about me. No one around here gives a shit about me.
Maybe
They wouldn't
I
even care
can.
if I... You know how many rangers are never heard from again in these parts? And I'm about to become one myself. All
We'll have
alone
to
out
try to
here.
fix that.
Wildlings everywhere. Or wolves. Or gods. Giant wolves.
Finn, don't worry. You were born to kill wildlings.
Finn will
when I
remember
punched
that.
you the other day, most men would have gone down like a sack of potatoes.
You
But
know,
you
the one
gave it
that
right
gets
back to me.
screwed.
I suppose you're right.
You want a different assignment? Because I hear they need someone to clean the shit house.
See, that's why I got so
That's
fucking
good.
mad at you, Garrett. You're the closest thing I have to a friend.
Really? Huh. That's why I got so mad at you. Well,
You handled that
it was
well,
a friend against
Garrett.
friend.
They say the old gods watch us through the weirwoods. More than watchers. They know us. The gods are not forgiving. We brothers have to be.
Indeed.
We're here. After this, there's no going back. Now go. Take your vows.
Oh, I thought that was,
In the eyes of the
Yeah.
old gods, the Night's Watch offers you a place beside us. Now say the words for all to hear and embrace us as your own.
press L to move forward. I was trying to move backwards, but they didn't like that. Oh. Oh, no, 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 no. I call I'm done. Okay.
Hear my words.
Oh, I see. I just gotta
Bear
hold it.
witness to my vow. Night gathers, and now my watch begins.
It shall not end.
It shall not
until
end
my death.
until my death. I shall take
I shall take no wife.
hold no lands,
Hold no lands.
Oh no.
Father no children.
I shall wear no crowns.
I shall wear no crowns and win no glory. I shall live and die at my post. I am the sword in the darkness.
I see.
I am the watcher on the walls. I am the shield that guards the ruins
Well,
of
I'm
men.
sucking at staying up with them.
I pledge my life and honor to the Night's Watch for this night and all the nights to come.
What if I want to father children?
You knelt as boys.
You rise as men.
Rise now as men of the Night's Watch.
Except for you, Garrett. You can't even
Welcome
stay
to
in
your
touch
new
with
family,
everybody.
Garrett.
Refuse the handshake. That'd be horrible.
We're men of the watch now. Means we get to piss off the wall whenever we want.
Didn't know you needed an excuse to play with yourself, Finn.
Ooh. Ouch. Well, he did. Didn't you know that? Alright, achievement unlocked, Brothers. Chapter 2 of Episode 3. Tenji brings us up to 380. Alright. And Facebook, right? All right, not bad. Now we continue again. Some more.
Garrett, you've got a visitor. Over there.
Somebody actually came to visit me.
Do I look like your fucking squire?
Yes. Ah, the visitor. Why do I think it's what's-his-face who killed my...
Jon Snow's right about Mance Rayder. We're going to need all the weapons we can make.
Sharpening stone.
Sir
Why
Roland
not?
used to make me sharpen all the blades at Ironrath.
Don't forget
let's
the
see if this
practice
is who I
shots.
think it is.
Uncle
Oh, it's
Duncan.
my uncle.
Garrett! It's good to see you. They told me you were at the Weirwood Tree. Wasn't sure you'd be back in time. I'm glad I caught you.
I've missed you, Uncle. I never expected to see you here.
I've
Actually, I
business with the
didn't
Night's
either.
Watch. A delivery of ironwood shields to keep you all out of harm's way. That settles it then?
Aye, the delivery looks in order.
The gods do grant miracles. You look well, nephew. I'm told you're a ranger now.
I am.
That's
I did
good.
exactly what you asked.
Uncle?
Things aren't going well at Ironrath, Garrett.
Yeah,
I know.
tell us everybody that's dead.
I heard the news
Oh.
about Ethan.
I was standing not 5 feet from him when Ramsay struck. It's a nightmare that plagues my dreams. But House
Don't let
Forrester
it
is
destroy
nothing
you.
if not resilient. Our house has survived for centuries. Turned back countless threats.
Please tell me there's a plan. But we can't let them get away with this.
That's why I'm really here.
You sure?
Do you recall Lord Forrester's last words to you?
Yes.
Just before he died, MacGregor's
Glenn
final
thing.
command. Spoken to you in confidence.
He said the North Grove must never be lost.
Indeed. But first, it must be found.
That usually is a good
I've been
thing.
reading his journals, scouring the legends for any clue what Lord Forrester knew. I think I found the answer. He describes a fortification, a protected citadel of sorts, hidden from the world. One
here.
filled with great power. It was scattered among his notes. Almost an obsession. A vital secret he protected at all costs.
And you think it's north of the wall?
His notes suggest as much. And you must find it, Garrett.
Oh, of
The
course.
search won't be easy. But you're a Tuttle. Our Lord knew you wouldn't fail him. As do I.
It can't be too hard to get north of the wall. I'm sure there's a way.
As a ranger, that shouldn't be a problem.
How am I supposed to find it?
The first chance you get to head north, take it.
And then?
You leave the Night's Watch behind and strike out on your own. This
That
is no small
sounds
request I make.
dangerous.
I know that. But there's no other choice.
I agree, Uncle. But how?
A brave answer, Garrett. This will help guide you. I found it hidden in Lord Forrester's strongbox.
Gotta watch out for the thief guy. Even though I think we're friends and he won't
What
steal
is
from me.
A page from our Lord's journal.
Looks like
the
a
one he tore out and
labra-
kept separate.
no.
Why? I don't know.
It's a map. To the North Grove.
Aye.
Eye of the Ice Dragon. Yeah.
I used to be frightened of weirwood trees. Well, before I was a man grown. I swear. I actually could hear them whispering sometimes.
Yeah, that's not creepy at all.
Hear the werewoods whisper. You said it was a citadel of some kind. Could this be it? No. No, it couldn't be that easy. It's hidden here somewhere. This looks familiar.
What is it,
Yeah, it's the crest.
Talia gave me this. Before I left.
Oh. Wait. Lord Forrester gave Ethan a similar one as well. Roderick too. I wonder...
If Asher...
Look. There's a clasp.
Yep.
It must open.
I had no idea this was inside. Another werewood.
Oh.
But why?
Maybe it's
Well,
a
if we
key
knew that, we'd have the answer,
to
wouldn't we?
solving the map.
Well, I mean, it looks like we only have one choice right now. Let's rotate it left.
A perfect fit. Maybe it's telling us where to look on the map.
Marking. Let's try there. I think that is what it's trying to tell us, but... Did I just... I just picked it up. I really love to put it down, don't I?
That doesn't look right. Maybe try another.
Oh, I was supposed to... Oh, boy. I feel like I have egg on my...
No. That doesn't seem to work.
So that only leaves one choice, doesn't it? That looks right.
Oh, it's the whole map that has to turn.
Aye.
The Werewood's mouth. Uncle, whatever this place is, the North Grove must be near.
There's only one way to find out. Here, take this map. Everything we hold dear may well depend on your success. It's a lot to put on your shoulders. The lives of a whole house.
You can tell everyone back at Ironrath that Garrett Tuttle has taken up the cause.
Your sense of honor is a quality I've long admired, Garrett. God's watch over
Anything
you.
for the house, remember.
You're the
for
son
him.
I never had.
Let's go, Garrett.
Oh, Uncle. You're gonna make me cry.
I don't know. Probably like little shards or
Hope to
something.
never lift one of those again.
Wait, so, like a weapon?
Well, your piss is like any other liquid, I reckon.
Yeah, mine's mostly ale.
And if
Mine's
it froze
mostly
on the way
ale.
down the wall, it probably break up into little icy bits.
Oh,
Be moving pretty fast too, wouldn't it?
I suppose.
Wait, so you're saying I could kill a mammoth with my piss?
Oh, you really are as stupid as they say, aren't you, Finn?
God, fuck you, Cotter. Garrett, let's go!
Please. Don't insult me.
Well, that was rather mysterious. A stranger arrives and you're chatting him up.
Someone said it was your uncle looking for you. What did he want?
Looked like you two had a lot to talk about.
Must have been important to come to Castle Black.
Is Castellan to House Forrester? They sell ironwood to the builders.
So you were just talking about lumber all that time?
It looked like he gave you something.
It was nothing. Let's go and celebrate.
Already keeping secrets from your brothers, eh?
Garrett's right. The wall's gonna melt before we get up there. Come on.
I don't wanna... I don't know what I want to do with them.
There are so many guests already arriving. And have you seen the
Whose
wedding
is this
decorations they
for?
put up in the gardens?
Mira
So
Forrester, King's
beautiful.
Landing.
You know, we're as lucky as she is. Marjorie was but a lady when we were sent to serve at Highgarden. But in just a few days' time, we'll be attending to a queen at a royal feast.
Sure.
Where we're standing, we'll be able to see everyone. And everyone will be able to see us.
Sarah, it will be Marjorie's day, not ours.
Yep.
I know. I didn't mean anything by it. I've been meaning to say what I told you about my family.
Yes,
It means a
I
lot to
remember.
be able to share that with someone. Someone I can trust.
If handmaidens don't help each other in King's Landing, nobody will.
Thank you, Mira. And you know
Sarah,
I'll
remember that.
always help you too.
We'll see.
look. There he is.
Lord Morgrin?
No, next to him. Lord Tarwick.
He's not bad looking, I
I
guess,
don't want
if
to
I
be a
was
handmaiden
a female.
forever. And this wedding may be the best chance of meeting a husband I'll ever have. I have to go talk to him. Marjorie won't notice it for a few minutes longer. Could you make an excuse for me? Please. I'm not asking for much.
Go on then. It'll be fine. The wedding's still days away.
Thank you, Mira. I knew I could count on you.
Yeah. About that. I need to dispose of this dagger.
What are you doing here?
I know I shouldn't be here, but we have to talk. I didn't know when I would see you next.
Are you alright?
I'm fine.
Cold boy, remember that.
I just needed to warn you. I was down in Flea Bottom last night when I overheard a couple of Lannister guards talking about... Shh! They already know he's missing. Probably dead.
Probably.
They're questioning people. Searching for his body. It's not safe. For either of us.
Who are they questioning? Do they know about me?
I don't think so. But why would they have any reason to? Anyway, he'll never show up again to tell them. No one will know what you did.
Okay, I need to take care of this dagger too.
What? What is it? If we're gonna survive this, there can't be any details we've overlooked.
I still have his knife.
Oh no. Just keep it hidden and clean the blood off it. Meantime, just stay out of sight.
How? Do you forget who I serve?
Just don't get in any more trouble. And I'll watch your back. We're in this together now.
You saved my life. I don't even know your name.
It's Tom.
Oh,
Thank
God.
you, Tom.
Don't thank me yet, Lady Mira.
Tom is going to kill
Harry
Harry
Potter
Potter.
with a dead man's blood.
Yeah, there's also that soldier, but...
Mira.
My lady.
Really? A tryst in the bushes with that coal boy?
Yes, all the way.
Not to say it's wrong, but with all the lords and knights in King's Landing, you just don't want to spoil your chances of a good marriage. At least you're trying to keep it secret.
Oh, thank the gods you came along, Sarah. That boy. He fancies me. He'll find any excuse to talk. I just don't have the heart to drive him off.
So you misled him? I wouldn't waste the time. Come on. Marjorie expects us at the throne room. We don't want to be late.
You can tell me all about this Lord Tarwick on the way.
Well, first of all, his
God.
name's Garibald, and he has this really funny
Garibald.
accent. He told me the cleverest story about this festival
That's an interesting name.
And I've
I
given the
must
musicians
say.
a list of songs to play for Joffrey at the feast. I assume you have no problems with the Rains of Castamere?
I trust you've chosen all the standards. But just to be sure, I'll draw up a list of wedding ballads we favor in Highgarden.
Your Grace, my lady.
Which reminds me, Joffrey will require his Kingsguard close at hand during the feast. I'm afraid we'll have no room for your handmaidens.
Of course not.
What was that? Do you object? Is
Can
that
she at
what
least
I
go?
heard? If you're going
Your
to
Grace,
speak out of turn, girl, you should finish what you start.
We do as you command, Your Grace, and we'll spend the feast wherever it pleases you.
You'll spend it mopping the stables, if I please. I asked your handmaiden, here at the Iron Throne, whom she would serve if forced to choose between yourself and the king. She was deferential to the crown then, as she is now. But words are wind. In any case, it's settled. The Kingsguard will stay with Joffrey. Your handmaidens will sit elsewhere.
Poor Sarah.
Of course, Your Grace. Anything for my beloved Joffrey.
Lady Marjorie, we may not see eye to eye on everything, but I hope you will at least agree with me that our handmaidens should know their place. And that place is not with my brother, Tyrion.
What did she mean by that? You and Tyrion. What you do reflects on me. If something's going on, I need to know about it.
Tyrion... he offered to help my family.
He did? Then surely he expects something in return.
Maybe.
Sarah, what do you know of this?
What.
Tyrion approached us, my lady. It was his idea, not Mira's.
I don't care what your intentions were, Mira. You went to a Lannister behind my back. I've only ever tried to help you. Why are you making trouble for me?
Please just trust me.
Please, Lady Marjorie, trust me. I know what I'm doing. I've learned from the best.
I don't have the time or patience for your games, Mira. Right
well,
now, I need
first.
you both to be my handmaidens, and that's all I need you to be. Let there be no mistake. If I hear of you speaking so much as a word to Tyrion Lannister again, you can go home to your family.
I'm only trying to help my family. You would do the same for yours. Please don't send me home.
This can't happen again.
I can't promise that. Well, that's making things interesting, isn't it? Oh, those scars are... Roderick Forrester, Ironrath. Oh, those scars are healing nicely. I mean, I don't think they're ever going to heal, but...
Roderick, it's the White Hills. They're assembling in the courtyard.
Of course.
They've woken the house. You can't let this go on. They want to see us cower. In our own house.
Don't worry, Talia. I'll deal with them.
Hurry. I'll check on Mother.
You must be the son.
What is this?
It's a parade of dead men if I have my way. What is the meaning of this? I demand to know!
Those are strong words. For a cripple who can't carry a sword?
You must be the son, then.
All of you, show your respect to Griff Whitehill, fourth-born son of Lord Ludd Whitehill and commander of this garrison.
No.
Cocky Roderick, we used to call you. Swinging your prick round, lording it over my family. Now look at you. Hey? Roderick the Ruined. I hardly recognise you.
Change that.
But the name fits, don't it? Pathetic.
I've had enough of this, Griff. What are you trying to prove here?
I had to get your attention, didn't I? Always so busy beating your own chest, Roderick. I don't think he gets it.
No, my lord. I don't think he does.
Your brother Ethan didn't get it either.
You bite your tongue.
I am in charge now. The first thing you need to know is that if I am not happy, no one is happy. So my men are taking over your
So if you're
Great
dead,
Hall.
are they all
That's
dead?
where we'll quarter from now on.
What? You can't.
You'll have to go through me.
I won't have my men sleeping out in your barn in shit and filth. Maybe that's how Foresters live, but not us.
I'll take care of my house. You take care of your men. And let us keep them apart.
I wasn't fucking asking, Roderick. And what's more, you will treat my men right. I've heard what you've done, pushing wine on them, turning them into drunkards. That ends now. I'm not here to keep them in line. I'm here to keep you in line. You think you're being clever?
Your men aren't fucking guests. We'll get what I give them and be thankful for it.
Watch yourself, Roderick.
This is against the King's law. You've no right to make such demands.
I have.
Yeah, apparently
every
they
right.
do now.
We're here under the orders of Roose Bolton, Warden of the North. So I will be in your halls. I will be in your courtyard. I will sit on your fucking council and be in your bedchambers if I bloody well please.
You can't do this, little bastard. You can't just do
We'll
whatever...
do what we were sent here to do. You're here to keep watch on your soldiers. That's all. Don't act as if you're something more. You aren't listening, Roderick. And that's a dangerous fucking habit for a cripple. Now, me and my men will take our place in your hall. Unless you think you and your army can stop me. No. You know better than that.
Do I?
You know where we'll be.
This is outrageous.
Roderick! You can't let them do this!
You can't go in there. We can and we will. Unless you want this all to end right now. Eh?
Why not? Let's kill the whole Forrester family.
I'm the only lord here. Come on.
Well, that worked. That worked smashingly. Hey, at least it got us another achievement. Garrisons. We completed chapter 3 of episode 3. Let's see. So we want Twitter. All right. Achievement unlocked. Garrisons. Which is also Chenji, which puts us up to 390. And growing. Where did you go? Publish. Garrisons, 10G. Oh. Now to find out where this is heading off to.
Griff Whitehill, that snot-nosed fourthborn, parading in here like a conquering fucking hero.
We're gonna take care of it.
Enough when it was just the soldiers.
We can't live with them under our roof, soiling our house.
I know you tried to stop them, my lord. But this occupation will break our people if it drags on.
That's clearly what he wants.
We can't let that scut rule this house. Like he's the cock and we're in his roost.
We can't go to war within our own walls. Whatever we do, we have to be careful.
But Griff Whitehill isn't the beginning of our troubles, or the end of them.
Isn't that the truth? Bay of Ice.
We need to look at all the pieces. Whitehill men aren't just in our house. They've raided our lands, burnt farms and cut down our trees. All the way from here to High Point.
How do we kill a snake then? By smashing its head.
Griff isn't the head. It's his father.
True.
But Griff is here. We have access to him.
No, I want to kill his father.
Ryan.
Right, if we kill the son, they'll kill Ryan. If we kill the father, he's here, so we can't kill the son.
He carved these soldiers himself. I don't care what Gwyn Whitehill may have told you at the funeral. Who knows what horrors they're putting him through, held prisoner at High Point. You can't forsake his safety.
But we have to do something. My lord, at least give us a target to aim for.
Expel Griff. Save Rion. We can't expel Griff because it'll go up. We gotta save Rion.
We get Ryan out and bring him home. Once he's safe, we can face the Whitehills head on.
And what of Griff and his men?
You can't remember that.
We can only take this occupation for so long.
We must act. And Ryan needs us. He's alone.
Roderick is right. We are nothing if we leave Ryan behind.
Then it's decided.
It's not just that. It's if we're gonna kill somebody, we kill the snake.
We still don't have the men to hold our own home, let alone storm High Point. We lost most of our men with Gregor at the Twins.
I know.
Unfortunately, Roderick was not able to secure the backing of the Glenmores. That means we have to count on Asher and Mira.
How?
Asher means to sail home from Essos with a company of hardened sellswords.
Yeah,
But
we
they're not
hope.
Bannermen. We'll need to pay them for it. Which is why Mira's part to play is just as crucial. She can get us the coin we need in King's Landing.
You don't imagine we have the luxury of waiting for them? Asher and Mira are a long way from here.
I have faith in my children.
I don't think Lord Whitehall will kindly stand by while we pull ourselves together.
Our very lives and the future of House Forrester are at stake. We have to let them try. It's the only way.
Then we hold fast. The Whitehills aren't ready for war.
It won't be long before you're able to take action yourself.
One could hope.
Well, one way or another, there's a fight brewing, so I've much to prepare, and men to train. My lord?
My lord. That was a change.
My lord, there may be something we can do now.
A voice from
What's
High
that?
Point, Gwyn Whitehill.
I spoke with her at the funeral.
As did I. And she's willing to meet. Away from her father's guards. I hope you trust me enough as Sentinel to consider this. It would be wise to hear what she has to say.
Can we trust her, Whitehill?
I
or is this
understand
not
your
Asher?
hesitation.
But why would she want to meet? Is it still about Asher?
I couldn't say. That was a long time ago. And even if she still has feelings, it can't be just about that. It's a chance to learn more about our enemies. We need to take it, and I'll make sure no one else knows. For now, at least.
Good.
I trust
Handle
you.
things right with Gwyn, and she may even help us in High Point. When the time comes.
Let's hope. Because God knows we need a good plan right about now.
I want the dove pie served with a spoon of lemon cream. We'll have to let the kitchens know. And these flowers. They're just all wrong in the Crown Lands.
Now what do we
Mira,
do? He's here.
Are you listening to me?
Lady Marjorie, good tidings to you today.
Thank you, Lord Tyrion.
And you, Lady Mira. A word in private, if I may. I'll return her shortly.
Who would I be to deny Lord Tyrion?
Very soon you'll be the queen. And if you're anything like the current one, you'll deny me all you like.
Mira?
Please
I'm
excuse
going
me
with
for a
them.
moment, my lady.
I promise I won't keep
Why'd
you
you
long.
remember that?
I don't think Lady Marjorie likes me.
She's not happy with my choices.
Although after tonight, I suspect I won't be her least favorite Lannister anymore.
What did you want, my lord?
There's much unpleasant business to be done today. But I bring you a bit of good news. I've arranged for the Crown to purchase Forrester Ironwood. A royal decree sits on my desk now. And I'll have my squire Podrick see to it at the first opportunity. You'll bring prosperity to your family. They're lucky to have you.
You honor me, Lord Tyrion. Thank you. I know the crown doesn't hold my family in high regard. Only you could make such a strong gesture to House Forrester.
Is it enough,
I've
though?
forgotten your side of the arrangement. As
I know.
animated into the
I
new
was
queen,
being nice.
You will undoubtedly prove useful.
Well, unless I get caught.
Enjoy the festivities.
Goodbye, Lord Tyrion.
Today of all days. You know I didn't want you talking to him. You're playing a dangerous game, Mira.
I know.
Sarah will help me with my gown and hair. But I'll deal with you after the wedding. Come with me, Sarah.
I have my choices. Don't worry, Sarah. I'm not mad at you yet. Just don't divulge anything, or I will. I'll get back at you.
Garrett! Easy now.
Sorry. I was just keeping at the ready.
That's good. Don't lose that. I understand your uncle paid you a visit. What did he want? Not many people pass through here. What brought him this far?
He was just delivering ironwood shields for the Night's Watch.
Good. Our stocks are running low.
Yeah.
I know it couldn't be easy seeing him, but you have to leave all that behind. Especially now that you're a ranger.
Aye.
Apparently this is just all a ruse.
I know you had told me you could stand with these men, but not every brother's a friend, if it came to it. And you were in trouble north of the wall. Any of them you'd trust by your side. You know these men. Who do you want watching your back?
Cotter's a clever one. He could be a real help.
I'm glad you can trust your brother. I'll remember him.
Errol Holt of White Harbour, Corliss Wells from Stony
Why do I
Set.
think I just sent signed
Finally, we've
Cotter's
got more spawn of nobility joining
death
us. Brit Warwick of House Whitehill.
It can't be.
House Whitehill.
Make sure you're not bringing
This
any
one's for the
wives.
Boltons.
There'll be a hot meal in the mess hall.
Yeah, and he knows
After
me.
that, we'll be sorting out gear at the armory.
Garrett.
There'll be practice swords to
Garrett,
start.
what's the matter?
Don't want anyone
You know him?
licking their balls.
Oh,
Come
I
on,
know him well.
Get moving.
Garrett. Who is he?
I'll tell you the truth. I like
that man murdered my family.
What?
Snow! See these new recruits to the Maester.
Don't do something you'll regret.
If it isn't the fucking pig farmer. I'm here 'cause of you. Got sent to the war for that little party I do with your family. Don't think it's over.
I see.
Guess what's your back?
What are you waiting for, recruit? Personal invitation from the king?
Welcome to the wall, brother.
Looking forward to it.
That's enough. I said move.
Yeah, I don't think that's
I'll
gonna
be
happen.
seeing you, farm boy.
Well,
This isn't
this is not
fair.
going well.
We were supposed to be up there. I'll never see another wedding like this.
Don't
I
be
don't know
so
what
sure.
you did with Tyrion Lannister that made Cersei want to punish you, but it never should have affected me like this.
Well, I'll be nice, but
I'm so sorry. I had no idea any of this would happen. But
Oh,
what
you
Tyrion
know
Lannister did
darn
for me,
well.
it may have saved my family. I hope
Sarah,
that's
remember
true,
that.
Mira. I really do.
I'll get
Because
you
you
married.
don't know how furious Marjorie is at you.
You do, though.
When I was getting her dressed for the wedding, she was talking about who she could replace you with.
That seems about normal
I
in my
probably
life, though.
shouldn't have even told you. But I suppose you have a right to know. Tell me who it is. Why? What are you going to do to her? Sarah? It doesn't matter.
It's you.
It was just names. This is about you. Look. You once promised to help me with Marjorie when our positions were reversed. That meant everything to me.
That's
Maybe
good.
now I'm in a position to help you. Otherwise, Marjorie's going to make you leave King's Landing. You're pushing her to it, Mira. And I can't let you. I need you here. Thank you, Sarah.
Aw.
I could really use a hand right now. I don't
But
want
I
to do
need
this
to
all
save.
alone.
Don't worry.
Sarah appreciates
we'll
your
figure this
friendship.
out. I'll beg Marjorie if I have to. I'm not letting her send you home.
Yeah, well, I'm not going to stop with Tyrion, though. I need that gold.
Oh no, they're already serving the pie.
Oi.
We're missing everything.
Uh-oh.
I know you. You were in the gardens the other night with Damien.
Yeah,
Before
burn!
you disappeared. I have a few questions to ask you. What were you doing there with him?
Mira?
Don't think I don't know it was you. I don't forget a face.
Seven hells. You there, girl.
Looks familiar.
I need a towel or a wet cloth, something.
Lord Morgren.
You'll need to find someone else. I'm not finished
Are you
with her.
sick, man? You think I have time to bother with handmaidens? Release her, or I'll have Queen Cersei find you another
What if
job.
he's working for the boy? He is working for the boy, isn't he? He's gotta be.
Well, I just ruined a perfectly good shirt to come to your rescue.
Thank you.
No need to explain what that was all about. We
I
all
think I
have
already
our own
know.
mischief to hide.
That was kind of you. I do appreciate it.
Well, I didn't do it merely for your benefit.
Morgan, remember that.
Then
I know.
why?
Perhaps I recognize a kindred spirit.
Well,
it's not every
that's just
little
a bit
handmaiden who
creepy.
can steal an ironwood decree with the crown right out from under my nose.
Oh.
Consider me impressed. My partners, I am afraid to say, felt rather differently about it.
You flatter me, my lord.
I'm only saying you have potential, my lady. Your
Let's hope
problem
that's all
is
you're saying.
You still think like a handmaiden.
Oh, do you want me to think
Do you even
more?
understand why Tyrion gave you the ironwood deal?
Because he hates his sister.
Because it wasn't
Do
out
I
of
have an
kindness
answer?
of his heart.
Of course I do. Whitehill Ironwood is inferior to my family's. Always has been. The crown needs the best.
Well played. But I know you don't really believe it's that simple.
You're right.
He only brought you into that throne room to turn us against each other. To get the cheapest ironwood from you. He played you. Played us all. Like little toys.
I'm not so easily played, my lord. You think I don't know exactly what Tyrion was doing?
My lady,
Touché.
why do you think I'm talking to you? I remember what it was like to be new to this game. You feel like you're drowning, don't you? Like there's no one you can really trust.
I
What you
trust a
need
few
more than
people.
anything is an ally. I could be that for you, Lady Mira. Is that something you'd be interested in?
What are your terms?
And what exactly are the terms of this offer? What do you get out of it?
A smart question. So, let me be blunt. Circumstances have put us at odds. But what if we were to work together? Control the price of ironwood together? We could get very, very rich together.
That's not what I need.
Or should I go back to Lord Whitehill? Who has proven to be very interested in it.
Wait. Oh my god, did they just kill Joffrey? Oh no. He didn't do it.
What happened? Joffrey's dead!
I'm afraid it just became a very bad time to be linked to Tyrion Lannister. Tell me that you got that ironwood decree from him before the wedding.
Oh no.
Did not.
He said it was waiting for me on his desk.
What a shame. Such potential. I'm afraid any chance of our alliance has become quite impossible.
Oh, for the love of God.
You understand, Lady Mira.
I can get it. I'll get it back from his chambers.
That would not be an easy task, especially now.
Yeah,
But if
well,
it
I
were
have
to
ways.
Disappear. Perhaps we could talk again.
I don't know what to do.
You have a good head for business, Lady Mira. It'd be terribly disappointing to see it on the end of a pike.
Oh, for the love of God. I hope I still have that dagger. I might have to use it. Let's see if anybody's in there.
It's locked. You're not getting in this way.
I have the key.
What in seven hells do you think you're doing up here? What are you thinking? You've got to leave
get in there.
now. You don't know how dangerous this is.
Tom, I'm in trouble. There's something inside I need to get.
There's a key.
If I don't, it's going to be a nightmare.
Right.
Whatever trouble you're in could be trouble for me too.
How so?
So what do we do?
I have an idea. The terrace.
The what?
I could maybe climb across the roof and drop down onto the outside terrace. It's just... I don't know,
no.
Mira.
I have a key.
Is whatever's in there really worth risking my life for?
It's not worth
just
your
kings
life.
who die stupidly round here.
No, it's not worth your life.
Thank you for saying that.
Tom will remember that.
I guess I better not die then.
What?
Wait here. I'll be at the door before you know it.
What did I... Wonderful.
Just what do you think you're doing here? You shouldn't be anywhere near this place. Don't you know the imp has murdered the king?
I just needed to get away. After everything that's happened, it was terrible.
I'm sure you did. I'm not going to ask you again. Damn it all. Oi! Whoever's in there, I command you to open this door at once, in the name of the king!
Do I have to kill another person?
You! Don't move.
Tom! It's me! Hurry!
Gods, that was close. I almost didn't make it back down here.
Well, you shouldn't have done it in the
Tiles
first
on
place.
the roof came loose. Almost lost my footing. And then the jump to the terrace.
Thank you, Tom. I could never have done this without you. I'm looking for a piece of paper. A royal decree.
Well, go on. That Lannister guard could be back with help any second. I'll keep watch outside the door.
Tom!
You can do this.
Can I, though? Okay, so we're probably on a time limit.
Mira, what are you doing?
I was trying to get a weapon.
He said that it would be on his desk.
Mira, we're...
Tyrion Strongbox. Oh, it must be in here.
I think the Lannister guard is back.
No, it's the other one.
Damn it, hide! I'll find a way to distract them.
Up.
I'm telling you, I heard someone in here.
Search the place. We'll find them. And after, now that we've got the imp's keys, we can have a little look inside his lockboxes, eh?
Aye.
Now what do we do?
Help! Fire! What the hell? Damn it! Come on!
Did he really just set a fire? I feel like he really just set a fire.
You did it. How?
I lit a tapestry on fire down the hall. I bought you a minute, maybe two.
Oh, Thank you.
Did you find it?
I think so.
Oh, I think it has to be in here. Oh, it has to be. It worked!
Wow,
Yes.
first try.
Thank the gods! Oh, I found it!
Finally! Let's go!
If I catch the bastard who...
I can't believe I picked
Wring
it right
that
on the
bloody
first
neck.
try. I just went with the one that looked like it was the right color. Probably was the end of a chapter, too, I bet. Maybe.
We're not
Maybe
far
there's
now.
no achievement for it.
Gwyn Whitehill may already be there.
What is this? Our
They just flare
ironwood
'em.
trees.
Oh.
It's the Whitehills. Do you see what they've done?
Stupid
This
stuff.
track was hundreds of years old. And they reduced it to nothing.
Before this is done, we'll make them pay. Every last one of them.
Does that include Gwen?
Aye.
Duncan will remember
the
that.
Whitehills need to answer for this.
But can they?
And Gwyn needs to answer for this. But we need to find out what she knows. She'll be over there. Be cautious, my lord. If she go around her father to help us, she must have some purpose.
I think she can help us. And caution's a virtue we can't afford.
Just be wary, my lord.
I'll do my best.
You see what our
I mean, I am a
family's done
cripple
here.
right now.
Here. You might want this. You may have known each other since you were children, but this could be a trap. Although she might be thinking the same thing.
Keep it.
No.
Go on. I'll stay with the horses.
Worst case scenario, I get killed. Best case, I can defend myself. But I don't want to... No.
This is old Red Rob's farm. Used to play here when I was young. What's happened to them?
Well, pretty sure the Whitehills murdered them.
It's not enough to take our wood. They must defile our homes.
Yeah, they're good at that. Look at me go. Well, I suppose we'll look at the axe first. I could always use a weapon. I just didn't want to take the dagger. Ah, she did take a dagger.
Forgive me. I wasn't sure what I'd find out here.
Hello, Gwyn.
Roderick, you saw my father's work over there, didn't you? There's no way to miss
I
it.
did.
And he won't stop. He means to do that to every inch of your land.
Damn your father. He's laid waste to this land. My land.
I'll have my vengeance for this.
I brought you here so that you would see
Gonna
what's
remember
happening.
that.
So there's no need to make threats against my father. I come as a friend.
Do you?
Yes, I do. I wasn't sure you were even going to show. We're taking a risk, meeting like this. Unfortunately, it's the way it has to be.
Thank you for paying respects to my father and brother. And for coming tonight. It's good to see you again.
And you too, Roderick. I think we can help each other. But first, I've heard news of Asher. That he plans to return to Ironrath. Why is he coming back? I loved him once. I longed for Asher to come back. But not like this.
How do you know about my brother?
That's part of why I'm here. But I need
You
to know
like
you've come
him.
for the same reasons I have.
I don't know.
want peace between our families. No more wars. No more bloodshed.
I don't know if
Is
I can
that
promise
what you
that.
want to? I need to hear you say it, Roderick. Will you work with me to bring an end to this war?
If you think we'll cower, you're dead wrong.
You don't understand. Peace is the only hope your family has. My father is just waiting for an excuse to attack. Why do you think he sent my brother? So there will be trouble. My father will bring utter ruin on your house. Unless you let Griff feel like he's in control. I know you refuse to kiss my father's ring, but you would be wise to show more respect to Griff.
I'm not afraid of some petulant fourthborn.
You should be, because there's a very dangerous fourthborn in your house right now.
My lord, a band of riders approach from the north.
Seven Hills. My father's guards must be tracking me.
Of course.
If they catch us here, they'll kill you.
I'll face them if I must.
You should be smarter than that. Just listen. My father is planning to make a move against your family. I don't know all the details, but he's been sending a great deal of gold to someone in King's Landing. I fear for your family, Roderick. You may think you've nothing more to lose. He is ready to show you otherwise.
Why are you telling me all this? Is it meant to frighten me? To make me bend the knee and bow my head?
No, of course not. Although that's what my father wants. And he knows you can't fight him. He knows exactly how weak you are.
Ouch.
What? How?
Because you have a traitor in your council. Someone who knows every detail of your circumstances. My father boasts of it, and I've heard some of the reports.
You must tell me.
It's the Maester.
I don't know. We know you're planning to rescue Ryan. Even if it means abandoning your home to Griff.
What?
My father's guards are close. I need to
Well,
know
that's
you'll do what I've
something to
asked.
know.
Promise me you'll submit to Griff. If you want peace between our families, it's the only way.
That all depends on how Griff carries himself.
You'll let my brother decide?
Gwen will
Then
remember
clearly, you have given yourself over to slaughter. There's been enough killing. I hope you do your part.
My lord, those riders are nearly upon us. We have to go.
What I told
that. I
you.
feel like it's the Meister.
Be careful what you do with it. And remember, I'll hear about it if you don't.
My lord?
Great.
Come along, Duncan.
Well, I could be wrong, but I don't think it's Duncan. Ah, there's an achievement, though. A rendezvous. Complete Chapter 4 of Episode 3. This is going over well, though. I think we're in trouble. Which is also 20G. D Easy VOUS. $20G? Yes. Which brings us to 410. So now we know there's a traitor. I don't know what we're gonna do. That's problematic. All right, so we're doing like super great.
Mother.
Roderick. Look at what's
What if it's
become of our
Mother?
house.
I
You
feel
were
like
nowhere
it's
to be
Mother.
found, and they just... Oh, they are vile men. Where were you? We need you here. To hold this house together.
Mother, I believe we have an ally in House Whitehill. And I've learned we face grave dangers.
But... What did this ally tell you?
Lord
I don't
Whitehill
trust
is
you.
plotting against us. I don't know his plans, but I fear them. And the only way he'll stop is if we submit to Griff's rule of our house.
What? Would you really give up control of our house? Griff is already a torment. How much worse could it get?
These are dire times, but I won't kneel to a Whitehill in my own house.
Then don't kneel.
Lady
Was this
Forrester will
all?
remember.
Did you learn anything more? You need to tell me. Enough with the mysteries, my son.
Is it not bad enough for you already?
It's bad enough having their soldiers in our house. But if you won't be open with me, then our problems run deeper.
What if you're the traitor, though?
Oi, Lord Ethan. Go and get in there. You do what you're told.
No, please. I'm just a wee boy.
Hold on. Wait for me.
Hold on, he was standing over there.
No,
he fucking was.
No, he was over there.
I'll handle this.
Fuck off with you again.
Get down there.
off again.
What, get down there and die like a good little boy.
He's had enough. He's fucking had enough. What do you want from me?
No, he was over there.
And Ramsay was
I'll
here.
play it how I want.
You will bend the knee to your liege lord.
Never. I don't kneel to bastards.
Yes.
Not wrong.
So much more fun. Now, give me a wood, boy.
Oh, I heard tales of your cruelty, Lord Ramsay. But in my short life, I never seen such a foul care.
Brave words.
Aye, you're brave, but you're too tall.
Hold on, that's not...
Shut your mouths and stop this at once.
Oh, look here. It's the new lord. You're in luck. We're just getting to the best part. Little Lord Ethan's final breath. Unless you want to play the Lord of House Forrester instead.
You can't
Let's
do
go.
this. You can't do this. Get out of our house right now.
We'll do as we please. Besides, we're not finished.
You must stop.
I know you've seen it before, but it gets better every time.
Show some respect in my house. In my hall.
And that's what we're doing. Remembering young Ethan as he was.
Is he just gonna kill the guy?
Oh, please, no.
Say hello to your father.
Oh, no, Ethan.
Down.
Oh, well done. I'd say he died better than the real Ethan.
Better than the real.
What about you, eh? You want to be next?
Men without honor are lower than dogs.
I'd be happy to dirty my blade with your blood.
You should have seen it.
Your brother, he acted like a true lord. Right up to the moment Bolton's bastard put that knife in his neck.
Before this is over, your blood will join my brother's on that floor. So I hope this was all worth it.
It'll be worth it when
They
I
will
pull
remember
this
that.
blade from your neck and see the life drain out your eyes.
Make his
that's
mother
it. No more
watch.
fucking
Now
about
we'll
it.
really have some fun.
Enough! Griff will deal with him. When he's done, he'll own this fucking house. And he'll have more than just words for you.
I really don't know
Take
what
your
to
boy
do.
out of here while you still can.
Roderick,
Roderick! Now is not the time.
Wendell, pack the extra rations. Duff, make sure the quivers are full and the torches are dry.
Oh, this is getting very
Garrett.
hard to figure out what we need to do.
What's happening?
We're heading north of the wall to deliver justice to brothers turned traitor. They're hiding in the woods at a place called Craster's Keep. I've been looking for volunteers. The cowards murdered Commander Mormon. We're going to kill every one of them, and we won't all be coming back.
I'll volunteer to go.
I thank you for that. I need every sword I can get. But Britt's going too. He took his vows in the Sept. He's a brother now. I understand why you hate him. But bad blood could jeopardize this mission. Too many unknowns out there. I can't have my own men killing each other.
I'll go in his place. I'm a better fighter than Britt. You'll want my sword before his.
I don't doubt your skill. But I need every sword that's willing to go. Even someone like Britt. If you do come, I need to know there won't be any trouble. Even if he provokes you. Can I count on you? I need your word, Garrett. I'll be taking a chance. The mission can't fail.
I'm a man of my word. I won't disappoint you.
I'll hold you to
I'm
that.
trying to remember that. Yeah.
It's a hard road to Craster's. We leave tomorrow at first light. Now why don't you go talk to those two? They volunteered as well. Make sure they're ready. Duff! Where are my arrows?
I don't know what to do.
Well, what did Jon Snow say? I don't think he likes us much.
Definitely doesn't like you, Finn.
Haven't heard him singing your praises any.
He wants to see us work together. No more problems.
That's on you.
Point is, he doesn't want any problems with either of you on this Craster's mission.
Well, it's something you should know then. I borrowed this from you. What? I just got curious. I wanted to know why your uncle was here.
You
Never
did.
ends with you. I didn't mean no harm, honest. I just wanted a quick look. I wasn't stealing.
Just ask me
Always
next
plan on giving
time.
it back.
You can't keep doing that, Cotter. Next time, ask.
Well, I did try. And you just said your uncle was here about Ironwood.
Well, you could have asked
I
better.
think it was something else. I noticed this part here.
North Grove? That's just some shit story for little kids. A rumour.
No, it's not.
Of course it is. I heard it's a witch's den where they turn children into giants. Garrett, you don't actually take it seriously, do you? It's a fairy tale. For idiots. Everyone knows that. Didn't think you were that gullible.
Lord Forrester knew all about it. He said it's a place of great power. Power that could save my house.
And this says it's somewhere in the north. On the other
What do I
side of
do?
the wall.
And here I thought you might have some brains, Garrett. You two deserve each other. Have fun chasing your tails.
Good.
Thank you,
Didn't
Cotter.
need him anyway.
What do you mean?
Finn doesn't know about the mammoths or White Walkers or how to sneak past a giant.
What, and you do?
But you know, it's the things you hear about. The rumours is all. I wouldn't know myself. How could I?
What do you mean, Cotter? How do you know any of that?
Exactly.
Oh, you know, just what I hear around Castle Black. People talk.
I trust
Not
you,
about
so
the North
please.
Grove, they don't.
Well, you do. Probably heard you talking about it. Or maybe one of the recruits. I don't know. Well, it doesn't matter. It was nothing.
Cotter, I know you're lying.
It's easy
I
to
covered
tell.
for you You owe me.
All right. All right.
Thank goodness he listened.
I've been on the other side of the wall, Garrett. You see,
how and when?
I live there, in the north. I'm part of the Free Folk. People round here call wildlings. I know, it's crazy. I was with some other Free Folk. We were looking for weapons, south of the wall.
I knew I wanted to be your friend more.
So I passed myself off as a local, and, well, they sentenced me here, to Castle Black, for stealing. I shouldn't be here. This isn't my place. I didn't know what else to do.
Are you putting me on, Cotter?
I wouldn't joke about that. They'd kill me if they found out. Are we still friends?
Of course.
I mean, I know it's a lot to take in, and I'd understand if you were angry.
Don't worry. Bloodthirsty wildling or not, we're still brothers.
That is good to hear. At least when Mance Raider wants to boil you alive, you'll know someone in high places.
Thanks.
What did I say? That shithouse you fixed is still leaking.
I'll be right there.
Help him.
I'm going back home, no matter what, Garrett. I've heard stories. Old tales of a secret forest within a forest. Your lord knew what he was talking about.
You know where the North Grove is?
No, but I'll help you find it. I'm deserting anyway, heading back home. I can guide you, keep you alive. Stick with me and I'll show you the way. Plenty of things out there want to kill you.
Why would you help
Others
me?
want to eat you.
I don't understand. Why would you want to help me? The North Grove has nothing to do with you.
I've got my own reasons for going.
Cotter!
All right.
Now!
On the way!
I'll accept
Please,
that.
don't tell anyone about me. The Watch would kill me if they found out.
I won't.
Marine still smells like shit, even outside the walls.
We'll find Croft here, somewhere. You alright?
Never better. Back under the Mad King, they used to say, death by sword was a sweet kiss, but fire would fuck you hard.
Funny.
That's not wrong.
No, not very.
I'll go find Croft's tent.
Asher, I need you to tell me the truth. I've come a long way to bring you home. Back in that cave, you made a choice. You must have thought only one of us was going to survive.
No, I trusted
it's
that
not
you were better.
a fair question to ask, but I need to know.
I've fought beside you, Uncle, too many times to count. I figured you could handle yourself. Beskha was the one face to face with a dragon.
Exactly.
I appreciate the respect, but it's not about that. Look, I can't blame you if your feelings about me are conflicted. Or your feelings about going home. Your family exiled you to this place.
Technically, I exiled
I swore an
myself, I
oath to
thought.
your mother. Sailed halfway around the world to bring you back safe. And I'll be damned if some dragonfire or your foul decisions are going to stop me.
They might.
Are we clear? I'm here to help you. To protect you.
I'm sorry, Malcolm. I did you wrong.
Well, it's good of you to say so. But words are wind, Asher. It's choices that
Malcolm will
define
remember
who you
that.
are.
Asher, I know where Croft is.
This Croft, how well do you know him?
Too well.
I thought you said you were friends.
God.
Yeah, we are. We are. Great friends.
That sounds reassuring.
Asher fucking Forrester. Son of a poxy whore.
I'm
You have
guessing
some
I
balls
got rid of
walking
your
into my
eyes.
tent after all
I.
these years with that mama's monkey grin on your face.
Well, that went well. Great friends indeed.
You get it out your system?
Not by half. You never understood consequences, Asher. One stupid mistake cost me an eye.
Alright, yep.
You never learn. You figured you'd steal from me and I'd just forgive you? Not a fucking chance! So how are you going to pay me back? Your eye? Your hand? Or how about your tongue?
Croft,
What's your other eye?
Be reasonable! I am reasonable! I'm letting him fucking choose!
My hair could use a trim. Take some off the top, would you?
Do not fucking test me!
Croft will remember that.
I deserve your anger as much as Asher.
Don't worry, Beskha. You're next.
No,
now choose.
she's not.
Or I slice off your balls, Asher.
Oh.
A man betrays my trust. There's a price to be paid. Let him go!
Enough!
No more fucking about!
Eye then.
Fucking bastard! Take my eye then! I don't need two to kill you.
Done. Oh, that was bloody beautiful. Fucking Asher. You were pale as a snow bear's ass.
Are you fucking joking? You bloody bastard.
I'm glad I said about the haircut.
This is why people steal your shit and take off in the night.
Come on, you assholes. Have a drink. Joden, the Khaleesi's best wine.
Your friend has an interesting sense of humor.
So what in seven hells are you two doing here on the arse end of the earth, eh? You're a long way from, young guy.
We have a proposition for you.
We? You're hardly the usual rabble these two travel with.
He's Asher's family.
That I would not have guessed.
Your sword was always the quickest, Croft. I need you and your men to fight for me in Westeros.
We need your hellhounds. 100 good men.
Am I in a hobby's tit? Would I ever go back to Westeros?
Money.
I've got it good right here. Her Grace pays good coin. I've got wine, women. I've got my own tent. And it never fucking snows.
We can pay.
I always knew your pockets were lined with gold. And I will happily take it from you. But it's not up to me. The Second Sons are sworn to Daenerys Targaryen. I've laid my sword at her feet.
Oh, I think she's the dragon.
Perhaps we could talk
girl,
to her.
right?
She's a little busy right now, commanding a fucking siege. Her enemies are nailing children up on posts for 100 miles, and a bloody dragon's gone missing.
Oh. We might have had something to do with that.
But I know where to find her dragon.
Unfucking likely. You expect me to believe you just happened to have seen the one fucking dragon loose in the world? Impossible.
Black scales all over with a red frill running down his back.
That doesn't prove anything. Enough of this nonsense. We're done here, Asher. You two back in my life. Spinning your tales again. This is all I need. Go on then. Show me your fucking proof. And piss stains down your pants isn't gonna cut it. The last thing I'm about to do is bring her this stinking bastard. I can smell you from outside the tent. You crawl out of the desert and expect me to believe you've seen a dragon.
I've got proof, you old fuck. Tell me what this is, if not a bloody dragon tooth.
I wouldn't know a dragon tooth from a basilisk dick.
Croft, I've seen her dragon.
Oh, bugger me with a bloody spear.
Okay.
If you're lying about this.
Fair enough.
Shame.
Come on, you son of a bitch. The beast's name is Drogon. She'll want to hear about him right away. And don't think you're going to charm her with that fucking Asher grin.
I might. See? All right. Well, we got an achievement for it, too. I was just going to end the chapter, honestly. I didn't even think we were going to get an achievement. It's just that time of night. So, I guess let's go ahead and write this last one down. Oh, ha! I kind of might have forgot about the all right. All right, so this one is Relief for the Parched. Should have been something else a while back ago. Hmm. 20G, which brings us up to 430, I see. And publish. All right, so not bad. We completed a chapter and a half again. Seems to be what we're doing at night. Not bad at all. We're at about 430 gamer score, and I'd say we're about, I don't know how much percentage. Gonna say close to 50 though. Maybe I'm wrong. Well, I guess 43% probably it is. But we'll go ahead and leave it here for now. We'll come back again tomorrow and perfect some more achievements for Game of Thrones. But until then, thank you for joining in the Achievement Perfectionist. Until next time.